That's quick.
And that's Corrina. Welcome everybody to Spotlight 814.
So sorry.
Let's keep going with it. Keep going with it. I'm your host, Ryan Dolly, and I am in the studio with the first person you heard, Corrina Del Greco.
Hello.
Hi, Corrina.
Hello.
And I am also here with the beautiful, beautiful Nathan Irwin.
Stop.
You had the ladies at WICU in what was it? A heaping pile of goo.
Yeah.
Of love-struck goo.
The love-struck goo, yes.
Yes.
Good times.
Good times. So the three of us are in Jersey Boys right now at the Academy Theater in Meadville, and we just opened last night. How do you guys think it went?
I think it went well.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it was incredible to have an audience for the first time.
The audience was really good too. They
Yeah,
were receptive.
They were singing along. They were going nuts.
Yeah.
They were going nuts. For those who don't know, Jersey Boys is the story of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons as told by each member of the Four Seasons individually. And, you get all four perspectives. It's not your typical juice box musical. Jukebox
Even
musical.
better.
I need a juice box.
Give my Sunny D.
So let's start with Corrina. Because Corrina drops the first F-bomb on stage.
Hell yeah.
You can say hell.
All
It's
right,
fine.
cool. Hell yeah.
You can say hell in a PG movie. Did you know
Really?
that? Yeah,
You can say the F-bomb one time in a PG-13 movie.
I know.
Does that mean I get one F-bomb?
I don't know. I think we have some youth theater kids listening to this, so probably not.
Darn.
Darn it.
Darn.
It all to heck. So, Corrina, you play several characters,
I
but
do.
your main character is Mary Delgado.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Mary.
Mary Delgado. Not to be
Yeah.
confused with Del Greco.
I was going
Not
to
to be
say.
confused
Yeah.
with Del Greco.
Pretty close.
Yeah. Very Italian. Yeah, Mary is Frankie Valli's wife.
First wife.
First wife. Thank you for reminding me. Things don't work
First of
out.
many.
If we know anything about divorce. oh
Womp
man.
um,
It's the two of us,
Right.
not together.
Yeah, they're not together.
And they were both married to me.
They're both married. Yeah.
Oh, Nate.
No.
What can I say?
Yeah, Mary is. I think the character description in the audition sheet was a tough as nails Jersey girl,
She is.
which is true. She is tough as nails. So I come on. I have my little. We fall in love. I'm older than Frankie.
How old was Mary when
You
they
know,
were married?
I don't know. I should know that. I just know that she was.
I am gonna look that up
Yeah.
right now.
I know the one
But-
line I have is, take it slow, the kid ain't legal yet. So that's
So I'm a pedophile?
insinuating Frankie was probably 16, 17. And you were, I feel like Mary, I'm going to bet she was in her early 20s
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
at that
checking
point
it.
when they met.
I'm checking it
Yeah.
out. You can keep talking about Mary.
Yeah, so we meet, we quickly get married, and then for the remainder of the show, I hate him. Frankie, I feel like Frankie's character is kind of he's a straight man in some ways. Like he's very clean and he's very into his music and his career, but as a family man, not so great. So I get very. That's why I drop some F-bombs because I'm.
That's not why you do. Well, not the first one.
Not the first one.
Not the first one.
When,
no,
oh, you
no.
swear at him when you're fighting. I forgot about that.
I swear to him a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Potty mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, so in 1957, before the group changed their name to the Four Seasons, Frankie married his first wife. Okay, so she already had Celia from a previous relationship, so she was kind of hoeing before that.
Had a girl.
Did you know her name is actually Mary Mandel?
Well, that's not nearly as cool or similar to my name.
I know.
Why would she change her name to?
Probably because she was
Italian.
Italian. She wanted to be more
You know,
Italian.
Yeah, the director Ted Watts.
Yeah.
He was saying at one point that so one of my lines in the show is like, no, you gotta so Frankie Valli's original name was Frankie
Castelluccio.
Castelluccio, yeah.
And one of my lines in the show, he says that he's going to change his name to Valley, Vally, and I say no. Why? I can't just say the line.
Just say it.
No, why? It's a bullshit letter. And I tell him, wow, the accent. Really
Just gotta
not.
send it.
Not in my prime minute. But yeah, I tell him it has to end in a vowel, a true vowel, not the bullshit letter Y. That doesn't know what it is, a vowel or a consonant. But anyway, Ted Watts is saying that there's a lot of people in this time that were changing their name to not sound Italian, and the fact that they took pride in their Italian heritage and in their names is part of the story there. We got DeVito and Delgado and
Right.
Yeah.
Pesci. That's me.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mary Mandel, who was also known as Mary Delgado, they were married from 1957 to 1971, and she had a 2-year-old, Celia, when they first met.
Yeah.
It does not say their ages when they met, so I'm assuming you're right, Nate. He was probably like 16, 17.
Which is wild. I mean, times were different, but still. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I mean,
You know, she's actually the great aunt of Howie Mandel.
It's
in there somewhere.
What if it is?
I would lose my mind.
His second wife was actually Mary Ann Hannigan.
Oh my, come on, Marianne.
Whoa.
I think
Here
so.
I am.
Yep.
What's it?
And
Marianne.
then, he got married a lot.
They did get married a lot. I feel like they all got married a lot.
Yeah.
Except
That's
Tommy.
Yes.
Except Tommy, yeah.
Except
Tommy was,
Can't be tied down.
Yeah. He truly.
It's Tommy time.
It's Tommy time.
It's
It's always
It's
Tommy
always
time.
time for Tommy.
Tommy time is always.
Rather tied up than tied down. You know what I mean?
rather tied down than tied up. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to say.
He's got it down. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
you
it.
got it. You got it. I screwed it up.
You're doing great.
Thanks. It's early. It's early.
Is Cecilia you said the first daughter was Cecilia? Is she the one that died on a fire escape or falling on a fire escape?
I don't know.
I thought that's how Francine actually died.
No.
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 So in the show, spoiler alert.
Spoiler
Sorry,
alert,
it's
guys.
history, I guess. But in the show, Francine dies of an overdose, and gosh, that is quite the spoiler. But again, history. But yeah, I read that his other daughter died by fully just falling out of the window, and it was so.
I shouldn't be laughing. Because you're laughing.
Well,
Why am I laughing?
It was winter time, and she slipped off the fire escape.
Note to
Oh,
self,
geez.
don't use a fire escape unless you're actually escaping a fire.
Yeah.
More than well.
I don't know. People in I don't know if it was in New York, but
It was in Jersey.
Or you're
that
Spider-Man.
makes sense.
Or you're
Jersey
Spider-Man,
boys.
yeah. Unless you're Spider-Man,
Um,
don't use one.
But they just left it out of the show because it was too tragic. They thought that people would not actually believe the show. So it's
But an
kind of-
overdose.
Is
it tragic?
Okay,
one
but
daughter,
that happened.
fine. Two
Oh, valid.
daughters.
That happened 2 months before Francine died.
2 months.
Oh, wow.
So in my mind, I think
They're, like,
that
combined.
that kind of made Francine start doing some drugs
Oh,
to cope.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm no doctor. I'm no doctor. But
I wasn't there.
I'm not a detective. I don't know.
So what?
So what? So what? So you play a few other roles other than Mary.
Yeah. So we have a really small cast. It's 15.
16. I believe.
16.
Yeah.
So everybody other than the 4 main boys doubles as other whatever person needs to stroll on stage and serve a role in the story. So I play an angel, part of a girl group.
Yeah.
I sing my boyfriend back.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Great song.
And
I do the claps off stage.
You do the claps, Austin. Yeah, that was good.
It's me and Jeb over there. Yeah.
Was the audience doing it last night? Did they clap along at all?
I don't know. I wasn't watching.
They did at the end.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, for the...
I don't know.
I wondered.
I always wonder with audience participation.
I'll watch. There's a lot of audience participation,
Which
in
is
this one.
lovely. You always, but like, also if they're clapping, like, if you're supposed to be, there's always like someone in the audience that's like,
Oh yeah.
Third beat.
but good for them, you know?
Yeah. When this is like totally off topic, but when I lived in Korea, they're actually taught to clap on the 1 and the 3.
Oh my god.
They're actually taught that. So like
To be cooler.
when everybody's clapping, it's always on the 1 and the 3, and you're trying to get them to clap on the 2 and the 4, and it's like, come on, guys, come on.
Oh no, that's the less cool one. One of the 2 and 4 sounds more like.
Well, 2 and 4 is right.
Yeah.
1 and 3 is wrong.
That's.
You heard it here.
I've heard 1 and 3 is the white way to do it.
Well, yeah. It's
Just blander. I don't know.
well, it's apparently the white and the Korean way to do
Yeah.
it. But I mean, everywhere over in Asia when I was there, it was always 1 and 3. So anyway, back to Jersey. So you're one of the angels.
I'm one of the angels. I forget everything else I do at the moment. I'm a club
You wear
person.
short shorts.
I do wear short shorts.
She does wear short shorts.
Yeah.
Yep.
We love short shorts. We wear short
We
shorts.
do love short shorts.
We love short shorts. You
Yeah.
love short shorts.
I love
I
short
do.
shorts. I love telling Nate that he wears short shorts.
Nate does wear short
Nate,
shorts.
because Nate
So
does wear
what?
short shorts.
So what?
So what?
So what? So I'm making a point as Joe Pesci to point right at him, going, "You wear short shorts."
Joey.
We have a great time on stage.
Truly.
You get a lot of laughs as Joe Pesci.
It's fun. It's a fun role.
Yeah.
Um,
Ryan just gets told to shut up all the
Dude,
time.
Tommy DeVito's and Joe Pesci's like interactions on stage are like some of my favorites.
Yeah.
Mainly because I'm just being a jerk because he's a spaz, and Tommy just doesn't have the patience for it. And so I'm
Tommy
like,
doesn't have the patience. for
constantly
anything.
yelling at Joey.
So let's talk a little bit about Tommy DeVito.
Okay.
So there's a lot to unpack with Tommy DeVito.
Yeah. So Tommy DeVito was the initial, I guess, member that first off had the group, the Variety Trio, which consisted of him, his brother Nick DeVito, and Nick Massey. And then eventually that evolved, got to the point both Nicks went to jail, so then it was just Tommy. So he pulled Frankie in, and then it was the duo, and then it evolved into the Four Lovers.
Mm-hmm.
When we brought on Hank Majewski, and then Hank storms off because he's a POS, and
You don't understand.
After that-
He's not a POS. You just don't understand the nuances of his material.
Dude, every time I push him a little bit harder with that ape mask, I'm like, and then eventually we bring on Bob Gaudio, who Joe Pesci knows, and he's like, you're gonna love him, like he's perfect for it, blah blah blah. Tommy's obviously a skeptic because he's like, all right, who's this kid coming in here that's more talented than me? And then eventually they find the inspiration for the name of the Four Seasons through the bowling alley, which
Mhm.
actually Tommy was running what would you even call it?
It was a
little
bowling
project.
scam. A little project at this bowling
Betting on
alley.
pins and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Tommy he's one of those characters, like, I feel like at the beginning of the show, he starts out more of a big brother to Frankie, which actually is really freaking cool because Carson Jones, who plays Frankie Valli, is like, I've grown up with him. We're not that much age difference, but I'm a little bit older, and I feel like he's always been like my little brother. So like the scenes that are just us, I feel like are very, very real. I love them.
Yeah.
All of the casting for this, I feel like
Oh, yeah.
everyone
It's a perfect cast.
is their
100%.
character to some degree.
Like Carson
Oh my
Carson
God.
Jones, who's playing Frankie Valli, is just perfect for it.
Phenomenal.
He's
Yeah.
fantastic.
And it was his dream role. Like this is
Yeah.
like his top role he's ever wanted to do. So when he got the opportunity, he was so pumped, and
Yeah.
it shows because I mean he put everything he has.
Oh,
into
he-
it.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, it's
It-
really demanding too. And
Everybody
he
in
put
this
a lot of
cast
work
is
in.
working so hard.
Oh yeah.
And we also have Robbie Brown, who did
Robbie.
not show up this morning. But to be fair, he's sick.
Womp womp.
He's
Powered
he's
through opening
ill.
night.
he did power through. No, you can.
I love you, Rob. I'm just giving him crap.
But yeah.
No, but yeah, he's also pretty
Yeah.
well fit to his character.
Yeah, I mean, like he's perfect for it. And one thing I want to say is like the three of you, or the four of you, really, with Carson included in that, is how proud I am of you guys and the growth that you've shown since I've met you guys.
Nice.
Like last summer when we were doing Rent.
Yeah, man.
And you were like, I can't sing, I can't do this, I don't know what to do. Devin, don't
it
make
was
me
so
sing, don't
bad.
make me do this. And now you're up there commanding the stage completely, and I'm super proud of you.
Appreciate
Corrina,
you.
like, I've only ever seen you dance in a show,
Mhm.
and singing karaoke and stuff, and you're up there like just destroying Frankie Valli, and I love it. I love it. You're killing it, and Robbie as well, and
Yeah.
Carson's voice has gotten so much stronger.
I feel like I gotta say about Robbie. So there's like the group of us boys now. You got like Carson, me, Oliver, Robbie,
Yeah.
and then a couple other ones that are in there. But Robbie has been in it a lot less time than like me, Oliver, and Carson, so he hasn't had as much time to develop. So that being said, him going from Fiddler was his biggest role.
Yeah.
That being said, like
Fiddler
it was
Reed,
a
yeah.
good role. I think he learned some stuff from it. But that jump to this is just incredible. Like he has come so far in the past few months
Yeah.
that like it's amazing.
Yeah, it's really incredible the work that he's put in, and you know what Ted was able to get out of him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ted's an incredible director. I've worked with him. I mean, we've known each other for over 20 years.
Yeah.
We used to do matinees of High School Musical where we were
Oh my
still
God.
drunk from the
Right
night
on.
before. Ted and I go way back, and it's great to be back here with him. And
Yeah.
Love the guy.
And
Yeah.
Devin too.
Oh
Devin
my
as well,
God.
The whole
The
I mean, the whole
culmination.
team. And Julia.
yeah. Yep.
This is like genuinely the dream team of a show.
It really is a
Truly.
dream team.
Um,
I just found out that Tommy DeVito died at 92 back in 2020. He died of COVID. Did not know that.
Damn.
COVID took Tommy DeVito out.
That is so upsetting.
yeah,
Yeah.
you guys can't see.
It wasn't
Nate's
like
face,
a
but-
gunshot or
Yeah.
something like
Something
crazy,
Vegas.
you know?
Yeah.
Like a wild car chase or something.
Right.
Damn. That's really unfortunate.
He lived at 92 though. That's
I really
pretty
hope
good.
I don't live to 92. It's a little too long, probably.
I would think lived in 92. Think
I
I
respect
don't want to get
I
that
don't.
old.
Oh my
I
gosh.
no. No, I
Taking a dark route.
take,
Yeah.
take me at
Dead by
65.
65. My man.
Oh, that's great.
Sounds like a crisp age. But then again, when you consider Mario, who plays our Gyp DeCarlo, is 63 years old. It doesn't look a
40.
day older than like 42.
Mario,
my
Like,
gosh. What a
he is
cool
an
guy.
animal.
Let's talk about Mario because like
The real star of the show.
Okay.
True.
first of all, where did he come from, man? Like, okay, so he
LA, dude.
he lives in LA, and he has a house in Meadville, and he was just here, and he's like, hey, is there any auditions going on? Like, if
Yeah.
you look at this guy, like,
He's the most Italian-looking, smooth-talking.
Oh my God.
oh man,
He's
But
like almost scary on stage sometimes.
He's dreamy. He's
Yeah.
got that mysteriousness to him.
he's a dreamy.
Oh, yeah.
His bio. Is,
Oh my God.
That's another
I'm
thing.
just
Yeah,
happy to be here.
he's just he's an enigma. We don't know anything about this
Yeah.
guy and his bio in the program. Everyone's got these long descriptions, and his just says "thanks for coming" or whatever.
It's like-
Yeah.
He
it's like-
doesn't want us to know.
He's like,
he doesn't
I'm
want
just
us to know
saying.
anything about
I'm
him.
just happy to be here. Thank you.
I talked to him last time. And I was like, I went up to him like, dude, I gotta say, he's like, I prefaced with like, don't take this the wrong way because it could come off the wrong way. But I feel like when you are on stage, you're not acting at all. Everything you say is truly just Mario, and it's awesome. Because
Oh,
like you don't have to act. This role is just you, which
Yeah.
is
He's-
crazy.
He's so good. He's so good.
And Gyp DeCarlo is such a fun character because he's almost like a little fatherly figure.
Yeah, he is 100%.
You know what though? I'm sorry, I just moved the whole table. I saw Jersey Boys on Broadway like 5 times.
Really?
Because
Wow.
I
I didn't
was
know that.
well, I was like in the process of auditioning for it
Oh, sick.
back when I lived in New York, and I had a friend who worked in the light booth, and he was like, anytime you want to come up and see it, just come up and sit in the booth.
That's cool.
So I'd just go up and sit in the light booth and watch the show, and every Gyp DeCarlo that I saw did it way over the top.
They'd play it a lot funnier, I think, than
He like when he
Yeah.
cried during My Mother's
Oh,
Eyes.
yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
a stupid,
Obnoxious.
obnoxious cry,
yeah.
and I couldn't stand that.
Which is funny. Initially, like seeing that, like I watched the like bootleg on YouTube, which is not a great
I mean,
like
Yeah.
reference, but just because of the quality. But like the crying in that scene, I initially was like, why is Mario not doing that? Because I thought it was good, and then I saw how he did it. And I'm
Nah.
like, no,
Nah.
not necessary.
real.
It's just extra.
Not necessarily, and not necessary at all. One thing I just learned about Tommy DeVito is after the buyout, which they gave him $100,000 to just get out and
get it out.
leave him alone.
Stop causing us problems.
He squandered that with some gambling
Oh
within
my
a month.
God.
Within a month of
Man.
being in Vegas.
That checks out.
I gotta up my hobbies real quick.
Yeah,
Get
you're
a little
not,
bit more into character.
you maybe get better at gambling. I don't
Yeah.
know. Do
Well,
a
that's
little,
the
do
thing.
maybe
I'll
do
do
a
him
little,
proud.
maybe do a little research before you start gambling on
Virtual
ponies.
slots. Oh man.
Yeah, it was $100,000 in cash, and he squandered it.
Which that I think about all the time. All of the numbers in the show,
Wild.
if you were to replace the lines of like how much debt they're in with how much it's worth today,
Oh
my
everyone would be like,
God.
whoa,
Half a mil in the
Millions.
freaking
half of yeah.
50s, 60s, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Half a mil in the 60s. Now inflated, like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's Carson's line when he goes, "What's a few $100,000?"
Yeah, what's a few hundred
What's a few
thousand?
$100,000? We'll
I was
take
like,
it.
I wish I had $100.
same.
I wish I had a few $100. This show is so much fun. And then, Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
Everybody loves Joe Pesci.
Everybody did love it.
Joe
For
Pesci.
opening night, for one night that we've had an audience. I
Yeah.
feel like they were eating you up.
It was
man.
awesome.
And then,
You and Oliver.
Yeah,
Oh my
Oliver.
God.
Oliver cracks me up.
He plays Bob.
Doesn't
Bob
matter
Crew.
what role you put that man in, he will steal the show.
Yeah, he's
He
an
will.
icon.
He
I
did.
love you, but I hate you.
Oliver's fantastic. His
He's
voice is
awesome.
insane.
He hits this
Um,
one note during "Oh What a Night." He just like
yeah.
riffs it, and it is
Oh,
amazing.
yeah.
I like lean back on stage when he does it, and it's like a part of the show.
It's
But
blowing you
100%.
away.
I'm 100% blown away
Yeah,
every time he
yeah.
does it.
It's
crazy.
physically blowing you back.
It physically
Yeah.
blew me away.
It's really good.
No, we haven't talked about yet.
Huh.
Dan.
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 Bob Gaudio.
Dan. Bob Gaudio. Yeah, let's talk about Dan. Dan is fantastic.
And
Canadian
Dan came
Dan.
out for one. Yeah, Canadian Dan
Canadian
came out
Dan?
of nowhere, meaning Canada.
Well, nowhere's Canada. Yeah. He,
And
he came from there.
Yeah.
So yeah, he moved here last year with his wife, who took a job teaching, and he's just like hanging out in Meadville now,
Yeah.
and it's great to have him out there. He's done 2 shows there now.
Yeah, well, no, he's done 3. He did
This is his third.
Anastasia,
Yeah.
Fiddler, and now Jersey Boys.
He was the one everyone was swooning over in Anastasia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I went to see Anastasia. I remember seeing it and being like, who is this guy? I
Yeah.
felt a little threatened. I'm like, who's this new dude looks about my age,
It was his
a little
new
bit
dude.
older, but is extremely talented. And I'm swooning a little bit. And then I met him and I'm like, oh, I love this guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's a hoot. Oh my God.
That video of you guys.
Dan after 2 beers.
His
great.
acting is probably one of my favorites.
He's
in the show.
fantastic.
He scares me sometimes. Like his final monologue, I'm like, dude, it is so evil.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, it's funny too because one of the last things he says in the show is he goes, "I'm not much for dramatics."
Oh my
Where the rest of
God.
the show, he's like, "What are you doing?" Yeah.
Bob Gaudio was 100%. What is it? A sociopath or I think probably a narcissist.
You think?
Well,
I don't know. Based on the character, it feels that way.
There-
Everything's exaggerated. So.
I feel like they were all a little bit narcissistic.
had
I'm not going to
something
say
going
Tommy DeVito wasn't.
I feel
But-
like, I feel like all 4 of
your
them were.
accent coming out of it.
That accent has been there since day one.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know.
And it's not going away
Slips
anytime
out.
soon.
I had people ask me, they're like, "Where'd you learn that?" I'm like, I've had it in my back pocket since I was like 15, dude.
Yeah.
Man,
Been ready.
I feel like also talking about growth and talking about like Robbie's acting and stuff. I feel like the accent actually helps. I know with me it helps you be someone else
Oh yeah,
when
for
you're
sure.
doing it.
For
like,
sure.
'cause
It puts you in a different mindset, 100%. It's like, oh, this isn't me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like-
back to Bob Gaudio for a second and Bob
Mhm.
Crew. They were the ones that worked on the script that made this script.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think it's funny because when in the script Bob Crew is introduced, like you don't, there's no line in the show, but it's written like this, that his character the first time he speaks, it just says "good looking man"
Uh-huh.
as his role, and like there's just, and also just like the monologue where Bob Gaudio says none of this would have happened without me. Like he probably wrote that, you know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
100%.
So maybe there's some narcissism there. Also, someone was talking about how Nick Massey's character like was potentially just like on the autism spectrum, or like
I
there's
could
a
see
lot
it.
of different.
I mean, if you talk about like his habitual, like okay, oh, he gets up at the same time every day.
gets-
It's
yeah.
very regimented. Like sounds like he's like a
Yeah.
little bit OCD
Yeah.
based on
Oh,
like
yeah,
just the
yeah.
descriptors within monologues.
Right.
Yeah.
And he can't stand living with Tommy.
I mean, that's probably more justified.
You
But
don't
the
have to-
OCD.
no one wants it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel
Tommy.
like he probably could have lived with Tommy if he didn't have OCD. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Who was really in the wrong? I don't know.
I don't know. I loved how Robbie got laughs after that monologue last night. It
Yeah.
was perfectly delivered.
Yeah.
I was just like so proud of everybody last night. Like,
Can I give my personal input on that?
yeah.
So I was mad. I was mad when they laughed because I feel like it takes away from the moment.
I don't
understand in the beginning
don't.
when he's talking about like.
I disagree.
Really? Hold on. Let me finish this. I want to hear yours.
Okay.
In the beginning when he's talking about like blah 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 towels and blah 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 blah, 100% that's funny.
Yeah.
But by the end of it, I feel like the tone gets a little bit more serious, and then they laugh at the end, and I'm like, I get it, but like,
Okay, no. Here's why it's funny.
Okay.
It's funny because he doesn't say anything
Oh
the
yeah.
entire show,
Yeah.
and then he
We're just gonna talk about
blows up.
casting.
That's
He
true.
blows up, and then he says nothing and sits down,
10 years.
and then he sits
Bath
down.
towels.
He just like quietly like unbuttons his suit jacket, walks back over and sits down, and has like a straight face, and the crowd lost it.
I guess okay.
Yeah.
Putting it in perspective, that is very accurate.
And that's what's supposed to happen.
Okay.
Like it's so good.
There's
It was-
also that like beat of silence.
there's
Yeah.
that beat of
he's
like-
silence.
Freaking
Thank you
DeCarlo's
for
like,
sharing.
thank you for sharing. That
Yeah.
gets me every night.
Yeah. So I think it's just perfectly done.
Okay, I agree with that now. I see. I just felt like it took away from like because he got so into it. And I think it was perfect.
Oh yeah.
And in
It
my
was
head,
good.
I'm like, why are they laughing?
No,
But no, you're right.
to get that laugh means you did it perfectly.
Valid. Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
that's my opinion.
I agree with that.
So Jersey Boys is running at the Academy Theater until August 4th. So we have 3 more weekends after this. It is selling fast.
It is
Insane.
when I have family members trying to get tickets, they're like trying to find the. I mean, honestly, all of the seats in the theater are pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's hard sometimes to get seats on the ground floor at this point.
Yeah.
So.
And
Go get it.
in my opinion, you want to get up as close as you can to see
Yeah.
the acting.
Yeah.
like, the faces of
Catch
the
some
actors.
sweat off the Four Seasons. 'cause we're
Yeah.
Oh
ripping.
my gosh,
Yeah.
there's a lot of sweat.
There's a lot of sweat.
Splash zone front row.
Splash Zone. It's like
100%.
probably the first 3 or 4 rows.
Valid. Yeah.
All those suit jackets.
Oh my god.
All
Yeah,
those
yeah.
quick changes. The quick changes.
Yeah. Your dad told me last night. He was like, "Hey,
My dad wasn't there
or,
last
not your dad.
night. I was like, my dad wasn't there. My sister?
No, wait. Who in your family was there last night?
Nobody.
Nobody in your family
Was it Carson's parents?
It's
Is
not
it an
Carson's.
illusion?
I'm sorry. Was
Whose
it
dad
Oliver's
is that?
dad?
Whose dad
Matt
is
Smith?
that? Yeah.
Bald dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
my man Matt. That's Oliver's dad.
That's Oliver's dad. Okay.
One of my secondary fathers.
Okay. I thought it was your dad because he's always at your shows. But anyway,
My dad'll be here tonight.
so Matt was like, I loved all your characters. They were so great, but my favorite part was the lisp.
Iconic.
That was
I'm so glad you added that in literally the night before we opened.
Yeah.
And then it just stuck and it's great.
You added it in, and I got told to reel it back. There
Well,
was
it was-
so much of a list.
It was a little too much the first night at rehearsal. I come out as the accountant for like
Lou.
I say 4 lines.
one of our many hats
Yeah.
you wear.
And the first time I tried it, I sounded like Sylvester the cat.
You did.
I was like, Tommy, I don't think we should be taken from this account.
I almost lost it. I did not know what
But
to expect.
I brought it way back last night and did not do that.
But I think it was
It was
you
still
put it at
great.
a perfect level.
Yeah.
Still got some laughs.
With a good
Just
amount of
right.
lift. I lowered the voice a little bit too, so I could.
And that's why you're the accountant.
And that's why I think we should probably.
Don't think. Do what I tell you.
My final character is Al.
Oh my gosh.
And
Yeah. Did you eat the cigar tonight?
Oh my
Or
god.
last night the cigar, it didn't break in my
Yeah.
mouth, so it just like kind of pulled out, and then he threw it on the floor instead of held onto it. And I added a line at the end when I picked up my cigar that's not in the script that I cannot say on the air.
Oh, can you like abbreviate it?
Well, okay, I'll just bleep it out, but I say, so that's just gonna sound like beep beep.
Like what?
Yeah, beep
Be
beep.
like,
Here we go. It started.
Here we go. It started. It started.
That was a pretty decent amount of time without having to add any bleeps.
I know. I know.
I just gotta give you a little extra.
I have
work
been
to-
sweating trying not to swear this entire
I
time.
noticed. I noticed.
I I was telling you guys, I never swear, and then
Yeah.
Mary Delgado has made it into my bloodstream here.
I love it.
I love it too.
Method
We're all just slowly
baby.
becoming our
Slowly, some faster
some
than
faster
others.
than others, Nate.
It's
Yeah.
unhealthy.
Yeah,
It is unhealthy.
yeah. Well, I'm turning into a little Joe Pesci here.
I love
Yeah,
it.
talk about swearing.
Yeah, right. I have been swearing a lot more since I started
Really?
producing the show. Yeah,
That's
I need to reel it back a little bit in my life.
That's why we have so many content warnings.
I know.
Yeah.
I
in this
know.
show.
Yeah.
It's all the sweet old music that everybody loves, and it's a jukebox musical, so I feel like people could come in
75%.
thinking it's really wholesome, but
Yeah.
it's a gritty show.
It
in
is a
some
very
ways.
gritty show.
But like it balances that grit, which I think is also, due to Ted's brilliance. That he
100%.
brought that into it. But yeah, it balances some of that grit with all of this like very almost doo-woppy sweet stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like
Same
you got
time.
Sherry, Walk Like a Man.
Right.
Big girls don't
Um,
cry.
Big girls don't.
cry.
Big girls
Mm.
don't. Big girls don't cry.
They don't.
They don't. They
They
don't
don't.
cry.
So what?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
say that on the show. I just say that all the time now. So what?
So
I don't
what?
even. That's
So
not even
what?
a line. I don't think.
So what?
It just seems like something you
Yeah,
would
it
say.
seems like a
Tommy
thing.
time.
It's Tommy time.
Tommy time
So
all
what?
the time.
So what? It's Tommy time.
All the time. It's Tommy time.
We're gonna take a little Tommy time here
Oh.
and take our Werner Books coffee break, and we're gonna come back and talk a little bit more about Jersey Boys, and we're gonna do our What's on 814, and we're gonna be right back. So see you in a little bit. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back, everybody, and it is time for What's on 814. I am in the studio with Nathan Irwin.
What's up?
Look at those guns.
Stop.
Jeez.
Uh,
And Corrina Del Greco
Hello.
from Jersey Boys at the Academy Theater. How we doing today, guys?
amazing.
Great.
Yeah?
That's
I still need you to talk in the microphone. Because
Oh,
I am recording.
I apologize.
So, Jersey Boys is running at the Academy Theater until when?
August 4th.
Yeah. And tickets are selling fast.
Extremely fast.
So, gotta get your tickets now. We're like the whole floor is sold for this weekend, basically, minus a few tickets.
Yeah. There's no tickets together at this point. It's like if you're gonna get a seat, if you're gonna be on the floor, it's gonna be by itself.
Yeah.
But still
wild.
come. Just
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
You can see your buddies at
Just
intermission.
Spread out with your
Just
friends,
spread.
100%.
Yeah, spread out. Spread out.
Divide and conquer.
No man spreading, but spread out.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
right.
No, there's no room for it.
No room for
Sadly.
man spreading. All right, so I'm gonna flip this back around on me. We're gonna talk about, first of all, Broadway and Erie announced their season. As we all know, Dear Evan Hansen, October 15th and 16th. That opens on my birthday,
Right on. Wait, when is
So-
it? I'm putting it in my calendar.
October 15th and 16th. Dear Evan
My
Hansen.
birthday's the 15th.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
it's gonna be a good one. Pretty Women, January 8th and 9th. The Cher Show, February 25th and 26th. The Addams Family, March 17th and 18th, and Ain't Too Proud on May 23rd and 24th. We will have guests from each of the shows on the podcast. So, are you watching this live?
Inception.
No.
Nathan Irwin is watching. So, welcome back from our Werner Books coffee break, by the way. Werner Books is having a book signing today and doing a lot of cool things. They're doing something about like dogs in the patio, like
Oh, heck.
puppies on the patio or something in a few weeks.
I'm there.
And
I don't
I
know
am-
what it is. I
I
don't
am-
care. Dogs.
Yeah, I'm taking Mickey. We're gonna hang out with the pups,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be good. Go get your coffee. I love you too, Nate.
Yeah, this show
Um,
love.
And just support Werner Books. We love them there.
I love Werner Books.
I
They have
love
great
Werner
coffee
Books.
too.
They
Yeah.
do have great
You
coffee.
love-
I know how to read.
You look like the kind of guy who knows how to read.
I've read a couple books.
Yeah.
Definitely. For sure.
I know how to read.
Knows how to read.
All right, so let's start in Erie. Closer than ever. It's a shame we have to miss that one because it's only one weekend. It is happening this weekend at PACA. Go see Closer Than Ever. And let us know what you think of it because we didn't get a chance to see it and we want to see it. Thank you for all the love, Nate. I can see all those little hearts going. There is the Drama Shop cleanup happening at 10 o'clock. I didn't put the day. I think today. And so that's happening now at Drama Shop. So they are cleaning up and getting ready to move out of the Renaissance Center and looking for their new home. So we wish them luck in the future. Gannon Schuster Theater is doing Shakespeare in the Park. They're doing 12th night, not the 12th night of July, but 12th night, which is July 14th to the 17th.
Imagine if they had put it on July 12th. That was a real missed opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You messed up.
Jordan, you screwed up, man.
Mistakes were made.
Tell Jordan how much he screwed up.
You messed up.
12th night.
Best
Should have
of
been
luck,
on the
it's
12th night. It's okay. It's okay. We love you.
My Dorothy.
The station. Oh, my Dorothy. You still have that tattoo on your chest?
It's not on my chest.
Did you put it on your butt?
Yep.
Station Dinner Theater is doing Dick Clarkson's Jukebox Hop from July 23rd to August 4th. And Footlights is doing Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory on July 24th and 26th at Strong Vincent Middle School. Erie Playhouse has Newsies coming up July 26th to August 11th. And they're holding auditions for Miscast July 16th at 7 o'clock. Hey, John. Welcome to the show, man. Let's see. Barrow Civic Theater is doing their FCAO 65th Anniversary Dinner Theater event, A Taste of 70s Musicals. And that is July 19th and 20th. Dinner at 6 p.m., show at 7:30 p.m. July 21st is show only, no dinner at 2 p.m. That's at Barrow Civic in Franklin. Meadville Community Theater is holding auditions for The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night tomorrow at 6, from 6 to 8. And then there's Jersey Boys. That's us.
Yes, baby.
In case you didn't hear.
In case you didn't hear
already.
it.
You'll hear about it soon.
You'll hear about it, yeah. So come see us sometime, anytime between now and August 4th. And so that's what's on 814. And I'm going to turn this around on you guys because my face is too close to this thing. So give us one final pitch for Jersey Boys.
One final pitch. Go ahead.
Use your words, Nate.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you.
I was gonna say, come for the boys. That's what I said when the promo, the Academy released a promo, and I said is everyone's gonna love the boys. Come
the boys. The last thing. Yes, 4 guys. How it happened? You get 4 different versions.
Yeah.
But this is where all of them started.
Right here.
Tommy DeVito.
It's Tommy time.
It's Tommy time.
It's Tommy time all the time.
Thanks for giving us your Tommy time today.
Absolutely.
And your Corrina time. And we love you guys. And I will see you guys tonight at the Academy Theater. And we will be back next week with some cast members of Newsies who came to the show last night. It was very gracious of them to come and see the show. And yeah, we're going to be back next week. So we love you. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
I feel like a pervert from Family Guy.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Herbert Pervert.
There we go. That's what it is.
I got
Boy,
some
boy.
popsicles in my basement.
In my basement.
You know he like whistles with his teeth.
Yeah,
when he
I can't
talks?
do that.
I have
I
a
can't.
buddy that can do it.